Woo! Good morning, guess what? You know what's weighing? 90 kilos, 90 kilos, 90.00. Perfect 90 kilos, new lowest weigh-in by half a kilo from yesterday. Yet again, going even lower. Oh my God, let's go. So I'm talking about, as soon as I get under, I told myself, by the way, I thought to myself, I was like, when I get under 90, I think that is the first time that I'm just gonna go and have like an off-plan meal. But then again, I've been just really happy, just grinding out, mate. Do you know what I'm saying? I've just been really happy, just doing the thing, really taking care of like, getting my calories in, getting my cardio in. My sleep was amazing last night. Wow, no wonder I'm shredded, mate. Also, got rid of my hair. I shaved my head again yesterday, because my butt, I mean like there's not much difference really, right? I had a buzz, and I've got a buzz. But this buzz is mega short, because you can see, it's like super short. I got a little fade. Also, I was a bit, I was looking in the mirror, I was like, something's missing. I'm like so bald. I'm literally so bald, right? And then I looked back to the first time that I got a buzz cut, and then I was like, I used to have a little bit of a stubble, so we're gonna grow this back. I didn't shave yesterday, didn't shave today, obviously yet. So that's gonna grow back a little bit. We're gonna get a little bit of like a looks maxing stubble, and that should be all right. So because it's just like, when you've got a buzz, not having a little bit of something on your face looks a bit weird, right? Like most people have like a bald head with a beard, or a buzz with a little bit of a beard. I'm gonna have a buzz with a little bit of a stubble, because now I'm shredded. Don't want to get a beard to hide the face, because my face is nice and slim. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like that worried about what I look like, but I'm just saying like it will just look bad, because I just look a bit weird. Right? I look like the Avatar guy. I look like a 15-year-old. Obviously I don't look 15, but
you don't want to waste all your mewing games as well. You know.
I'm keeping both takes in.
Fuck off! Don't do that to me. No, because that's really embarrassing.
I still haven't decided if I've made a mistake yesterday or whether I didn't make a mistake yesterday. I had the Frosties and they were so good, but I don't know whether to have them again today, because if I do, they're so good. I'm like scared. I'm like, it's gonna do something to me. Do you know what I mean? Like they're so good that it's gonna potentiate my hunger for tasty things. I'm just like, oh, I think I might go back to the Special K. But then again, like, it's like a nice little treat for the same amount of calories. And then I was also talking to Lucy yesterday, and she was like, I don't know why you're like taking it so seriously. But then I thought, I was like, if I don't take this seriously, I just won't do it. Do you know what I mean? If I just don't do this properly, if I don't think to myself like, I'm hitting the calories that I've set are a target that I need to hit, this cardio I need to do, the training I need to do, it won't happen. If I just give myself, I know what I'm like. The thing is, if I give myself a little bit of leeway, I might as well not be doing it in the first place. If I think to myself, okay, well, I set my calories at 2,500, and yesterday my willpower was a little bit like, oh, I should have some chocolate or something, right? Do you know what I mean? Like some silly thoughts you have. Everybody has them. And then I end up having 3,000 calories, and then the next day I'm like, oh, let's get back on to 2,500, but then I'm hungry again and I have 2,600, and then it gets a little bit like sloppy, right? I don't want to do sloppy, mate. I want to bang this out properly, right? Which is why yesterday I was really hungry yesterday. I don't know what was happening. My hunger was through the roof. Like before my last meal, I was sitting there, I was like, oh, just so hungry. I had like a Diet Coke, then I had a Fanta, and I'm so hungry. I thought to myself, I spoke to Lucy, and then she was like, why are you taking this so seriously? And then I was like, if I don't do it, I won't do it. I know that's what I'm like. And it's better that way, because I'm gonna get better results that way. It's like the more serious you're gonna be, whether it's your bulk, whether it's your cut, the more serious you're gonna be, the more likely you are to get just amazing results, right? And I'm not looking for half-assed results, I'm looking for perfect results, because number one, I've got everything in place for it to be possible. Like I can sleep a lot, I can train for however long I want, I've got all the food in the world. The little struggle of just being a little bit hungry, there are many more things in the world that are worse than just being a little bit hungry, right? There's people that don't have food, there's people that can't train as well as me, there's people that can't sleep as well as me, there's people that have got like jobs. I'm worrying about absolutely nothing, and if you put it in that, when I put it like that, I'm like, just like, do you know what? I'm not in some war, do you know what I mean? But it's just a little bit of a deficit, and I'm just like tweaking, and I don't want to be, and it's gonna be fine. I'm just gonna do it, mate. I'm gonna sit there, laser focused into my goal, just the way I was in the bulk. And I actually think, I spoke to Lucy yesterday. We were just talking, yeah. And I said to her, I was like, I've come to the realization, 100%, without a doubt, that bulking is easier than cutting, and that. I thought it would be the other way around. It's not, because when you're starving, your body is like, it's in a different state. It's like you just can't think of anything else, and you can't really do much about it, right? If I'm bulking and I'm full, I can go and grab a jug of liquid calories for my last meal and just down it and go to sleep, right? I'll be full, but you can force it down. You can't like unforce food. Do you know what I mean? You can force it down, but you can't you stop yourself from being hungry too much. I would just slam loads of like caffeinated drinks. There's an issue with it though. I don't want stuff to affect my sleep. I have overdrive, and that's a lot of caffeine, right? That's 400 milligrams. That's basically a daily limit. That's like, I don't want to go more than that realistically. So that's an issue. Like in terms of fixing hunger, there's not much you can do. You can eat less. I can eat less now, for example, early, and eat more later. But then I might be hungry during my session by the end of it, and then like my energy levels won't be there, which I don't want to happen. It's like with cutting or bulking, I think bulking is a lot easier, especially because I've adjusted my brain. Like I've bulked so many times. I've got so many techniques on how to bulk. I've got such like good routines and stuff. What I do to bulk. I don't use any extra drugs when I bulk. Do you know what I mean? Like some people, because I'm not natural, right? There's a lot of people that use drugs to help them bulk. Like there's stuff that makes you more hungry and whatever, or there's stuff that like gets rid of carbs in your body, right? I don't want to say the names or anything like that. There's just no point of letting anybody know what that's about. But what I'm saying is like, you can do that, but you don't have to. Do you know what I mean? Like I've never have, and I managed to bulk completely successfully just because of the routines I built up. And I think it is a lot easier to bulk than it is to cut. I don't like starving. I'd rather be full than starving, and that is literally, I don't know whether that's just me, or whether it's just like a human instinct. Probably is a human thing, but starving is just horrible, right? Starving is just horrible because you can't do anything about it. It's just annoying. Anyways, breakfast is looking like 100 grams of Frosties, so that's like 375 calories of Frosties with the almond milk. You know, I complained about it being like a texture thingy, watery thingy, last few videos ago. If you haven't seen it, well, you're not subscribed, mate. It doesn't actually make that big of a difference with this cereal, because the cereal is so strong and overpowering. I'm not looking for flavour. The flavour's like punching me in the face, and the almond milk is sort of like a background thing. Whereas with the Special K, it was prominent, like really prominent flavour and texture. But here, you're just like, I'm like eating crack for breakfast. What's better, the first bite or the last bite? Let me know. No!
The first, obviously. Sorry, you're like the most primed for the food, and the last is like sad because it's the last one. Or you're too full and it's not nice anymore.
A lot of people think it's the last bite.
That's so not true.
Cap.
Absolutely, the first bite, you're most ready for the food, it's the most delicious, your mouth hasn't had it yet. Pause.
It's like the first initial, you know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
You're like, ah! You know what I mean?
Oh my god.
I've never had sex in my life, I just heard the rumours.
Me and Dave are actually waiting for marriage.
I'm gonna be quick. Electrolyte flavour of the day. Pink grapefruit, 1.5 litres of water, you know the drill. Have this every morning. And I've also started having a little bit more, so after I finish this, I'm gonna have a few probably like 200, maybe 300 millilitres extra in this bottle, without an electrolyte tablet that time, just to like top up, because when I finish eating all that food, it's just best, I just sit down, I'm a little bit thirsty, have a little bit more. But that's breakfast, see you guys in a sec. Plan of action for today, we're looking at biceps, back, that's the rotation. Same deal as usual, I think, so we're gonna be doing 4 sets of 15 to 20 on the easy curl bar, then lat pull down sets between 12 and 15. I might go 15 to 20, really enjoy high volume nowadays. And then bicep curls 15 to 20, like the dumbbell unilateral. And then we're looking at dumbbell rows, probably about 3 sets of 10 to 12, 12 to 15, depending on how it goes. I sort of modulate them myself because as I go through the session, I can feel how much fatigue I've built up just then. And then when I go into the next exercise, I can feel how much I need to do in order to get like a robust stimulus. Right, I know it sounds a bit wishy-washy what I'm saying, but It's just like, over time, I know a lot of you guys have trained for years. Over time, you sort of develop like an instinct as to how much to train. Like one day you might come in and you're like, you should do, say like 4 sets of bench press, right? You're 2 sets in and you're like, okay, I've done 2 sets. This is extremely fatiguing for goodness knows what reason before. You only do 3 sets because you're like, if I do that 4th set, the graph of like injury risk to stimulus just gets all fucked up, right? And like you can just feel it that like if I just do another set, it's gonna be extremely fatiguing, potentially risking injury for no reason. That 1 set isn't worth it, right? And that's how you should think about your training. Like I know there's a lot of like stuff on social media going around like, do you want it? Do you want it? Like you do want it, which is why you're not gonna be stupid and do that extra set, even if it's programmed in, even if you know you should do it. Like you don't have to do that set. Like it's just, you're gonna be back in the gym another day. It's fine. If today's for some reason, for goodness knows what reason, hydration, hormones, sleep, stress, anything's off. Your technique's off. You're just like a little bit stiff. You slept weird, and like that set is gonna put you like over the edge, and you might injure yourself. Don't risk it, mate. It's not worth it. You're not competing against. You're not competing in the Mr. Olympia. You're not in a David Goggins edit. Like, I love training. There's nothing I love more than training. Believe me. Like that's what I do, right? But and it pains me to not do that extra set. But sometimes if you just need to take a little break, it's fine. And also, if you do 4 sets, say you were programmed 4 sets, and you feel like, you know what, this is amazing. This is like great. I'm getting great stimulus. I feel great. Feel strong. I could do another one. Do another one. It's fine. You can. There's a little bit of leeway. Like people talk about training as if it's this like black and white. You can only do upper lower Mike Mentor style training, or you can only do push pull legs Nick Walker style training where it's super high volume. It's everywhere. It's a spectrum, right? I'm sure after some time after you train, you realize that like, wait a minute, gains aren't instant. All of this is sort of, all of these like amazing exercises that people say you have to do, you don't have to do. It's all a spectrum, because we're all a little bit, we're mostly the same, but we're all a lot different from each other. And we have different lives, and we have different diets, and we have different hormone profiles, we have different stress levels and sleep patterns and stuff. Joint angles and insertions, like there's so many things that are just so variable, you just have to find them out for yourself. And like I said, giving yourself a little bit of leeway, that way or the other. Don't stress about it, because it's not gonna be the make or break. The training, it's not going to be the make or break between you and your results. What's going to be the difference between you and the you want to be is going to be what you do outside of the gym. Like you have to go into the gym and train hard, right? You get that. Everybody does that. That's fun. But it's the other 11 hours of the day where you have to eat or not eat, depending on what your goals are, how you sleep, if you take any drugs, if you drink alcohol, like what's the quality of your sleep, what's the duration of your sleep, what's the quality of your diet, what's the quantity of your diet. All that stuff you have to worry about. Like the training is there, but it's a small piece of the puzzle. Do you know what I mean? Like we can grab absolutely anybody, give them a scoop of an overdrive pump, be like, you go to the gym, and we'll just take them through a fucking crazy session, right? They're gonna be like, this is grueling, but this is amazing, right? Because as humans, we like activity. In the same way that runner's high exists. After you finish a 6 session, you're on top of the world. There's no better feeling. There's absolutely no better feeling, and you know that. Now that wears off, and then they have to go back home, and then they just don't eat, or they eat like a few crackers. Do you know what I mean? Have a Monster, I don't know, have a cheeseburger, and then they go to sleep. That person's not making any gains. You see what I'm getting at? Like, it's what you do outside of the gym that matters, right? And that's why it's difficult. That's why not many people have the results that they want to have, is because it takes so much planning, thinking ahead, restricting, or forcing to make a difference. Yeah, you just have to put in the work. All right, last little bit of OD, by the way. For some reason, this is gonna be a bit graphic, too much information, maybe, whatever. I just for some reason, my stomach today, maybe because of yesterday, I had like a few meals with just a shit ton of cayenne pepper and just like veggies that like messed up my stomach or something. Or something doesn't agree with me, but I literally was shitting my guts out this morning. Just thought I'd let you guys know. So this, I feel like I'm like walking around with a permanent vacuum. There's like nothing in my stomach. As soon as this is gonna hit my fucking stomach lining, it's gonna get destroyed, and I'm gonna be cracked. Cheers to a good session, boys. See you at the gym. Actually, no you won't. We're gonna have a little look-see-poo. I haven't put my cologne on. Hey. Let's have a little look. I got two choices. We got light blue intense, or we got aqua di jour. Which one? Which one would you pick? This one or this one? If you know which ones, if you know these fragrances, which one would you pick to go to the gym? I've been wearing this for way too long, so I'm gonna put this on because it's new and I'm like, I just bought it, so. I just like 2.5 sprays. One big, one little one. Because if you're walking around the gym smelling, if you're at the gym, you should smell fresh and you smell nice. Like just for courtesy of other people, smell fresh and smell nice, and for yourself. And then if you, that smell is fresh and nice, but if you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you smell disgusting. Cut it out, mate. Couple of sprays if you're going to the gym. Anywhere else, fine, but you're at the gym, smell normal, lad. Smell normal, airy on the side of nice. If you smell normal airy on the side of bad, take a shower, deodorant, wash your clothes, etc. Stay clean. Do you know what I mean? I've been in the gym for like 8 years, and there's so many characters out there that are just like, either, number one, do you know what, showers, just not for me. Water's really expensive. I actually like being dirty. I think having mold under my armpits is amazing. And then, there's other characters that are like, I absolutely do not want anybody to smell my natural body odor whatsoever. I'm gonna spray my cologne 8 times around my neck, 6 times on my t-shirt, and then just to be safe, 4 times in each armpit.
I think natural body odor is kind of nice.
Not like...
No, not like smelly body
There's some people out there that like their natural body odor smells like Big Macs if they were rotten.
I was just talking about yours.
You know what I'm saying? Anyways, let's get to the gym, lads. Welcome to the training session. Mad training session, like literally crazy stuff. I loved every second of it. I'm back now, so I can tell you all about it, right? Starting off, obviously warm up, right? My top weight is the 35 kilo bar. This is a 15 kilo bar. I come into the gym, make sure I really warm up. Yes, I do biceps first, because if I don't do biceps first, then they'll be fried by the time I want to get to them, and I just won't make as many gains. My back is my strong body part, my biceps are my weak body part. Warm up properly. If you're just coming in the gym, 1, 2, 3 warm-up sets, you don't have to go crazy. They're just warm-up sets, just to get your stuff moving, right? Get your heart rate pumping, get your blood flowing, like a little bit of blood in the muscle. That's important, otherwise you're gonna snap your shit. Or not even snap your shit per se. You just might not have as good of a set when you actually get to your working weight, right? Like, so take your time and actually warm up. I did 4 sets of 15 to 20 on these barbell curls. And towards the end of my set, they get a little bit like, there's some body English going on, and that's okay, I think. Because on curls especially, like that little bit at the bottom is extremely difficult. So as it gets a lot harder towards the end of your session, as you're reaching failure, you want to keep your form as strict as possible. But if you can get extra reps by doing like a little whoop, coming back up, like not swinging it like crazy, right? Just a little help from your body. Right, as you can see there, I like raise my elbows a little bit. Make sure you get a full contraction and then control it on the way down, right? The eccentric's the most important part of the exercise in terms of hypertrophy. So cheating a little bit, in my opinion, is fine. I'm pretty sure that's also backed up by science. Like the negative and the stretch position is the most important part. So just really take it down nice and slowly. When I do curls, I almost let go of the bar. Like so, I don't know if you can see it in the video there, but my hands are like loose. So all I'm doing is just holding onto the bar, like I have it in my hands loosely, and instead of holding on, gripping it really hard, and, right, because that can lead to also excessive swinging and also a lot of forearm involvement. Just let go, almost like you have it in your hand. It's just sitting there, right? And then all you're thinking about is using your bicep to move the weight. You're not thinking about squeeze your arm and with your arms. Just let go a little bit. And then just think about only moving your bicep, only using this arm as a hinge, right? Just as a hinge, as if there's something stopping it from moving from behind you like this. That's what you want to think about. Moving on to lat pull downs, 4 sets of 12 to 15, I believe. Nice stretch at the top. I see so many people, literally even people that like, I don't know, apparently train properly anyways. Bodybuilders, whatever. The top. Like, they go up to like here, take it all the way, feel the stretch in your lat, right? Boom, back down. Feel the stretch in your lat as you come up, take control of the weight, feel the stretch in your lat, and then back down. And the same principle applies here. right? As you go through the set, you wanna try and have perfect form, right? Correct. But as you get deeper into the set, some body English, I think, in my opinion, if you wanna slate me, go ahead, is completely acceptable. On the last set here, I lowered the weight by about a half, and then I just went to failure, basically. So on the last set, I do a drop set, go to failure, really just make sure I'm just squeezing every last bit out of my lats, and then that was my lat pull downs done. I was completely pumped out of my mind. Back to dumbbell curls. So I strap into curls. I talk about this all the time, but we're literally same principle that I just spoke about with the easy curl bar, where you're not holding on super tight. When you strap in, you don't have to hold on, right? And then all you're thinking about is just using your bicep. I've always struggled to feel my biceps. I always struggled to grow my biceps. So using straps and letting go of the dumbbell, it almost removes like me cocking my wrist this way, using a lot of my forearm, and then like not getting any bicep stimulation. I'm trying to, you know, when I'm doing dumbbell curls, I'm trying to do some, you know, get some bicep stimulation going. Towards the end of my sets, I was like so gassed. I was just like really, I was getting some body English into these curls. I was just really excited. I was overcracked. Still got like an amazing stimulus. And then on the last set of the curls, what I did was, so I'm using like 15 kilo dumbbells here for sets of 20 thereabouts. And then on the last set, I dropped it down to 10 kilo dumbbells, and I literally just went until I couldn't anymore. So I did a drop set to failure, just to eke out any last bits of like gains in my bicep, essentially, right? Make sure they are sufficiently stimulated, and that should be good. So I did a total of what, 8 sets for biceps. That's fine, right? That's a decent amount of sets. And a total of 7 sets for my back. So 4 sets of lat pull downs, and I did 3 sets of these rows, which were sets of 12 to 15. I've got the 47 kilo dumbbells there. I think looking back, like ideally I would be more bent over, but then when I try to be more bent over, I keep banging my knees. So this is the angle that we're gonna row at. And it's decent, it's like a 45, maybe even a little bit like deeper than 45-degree angle. I think this is pretty optimal. And looking back, I could probably control the eccentric ever so slightly. But what I think about on this exercise as well is using my pinkies as I pull. So I'm pulling, like it doesn't look like it, but I'm thinking about pulling with my pinkies. That way you can keep your elbows nice and close to your body and really get a good contraction on your back. Into the physique stuff, looking like leaner, like literally, like I woke up a little bit lighter today, and I am looking like a little bit tighter as well. So in this shot here, you can see like abs, everything is just coming in a lot tighter. I'm really happy with this. Only more to come. Subscribe. One of the last things I want to do right now is cardio. Absolutely not in the mood, but it's got to be done. Set myself a goal, 15 minutes. Gonna put on a YouTube video and just crank it out. Nothing to it but to do it, lads. I can complain all day, I could go skip it and feel good for like 2 minutes, or I can just sit down, start. As soon as you start going, it basically becomes nothing, right? Like, you get used to it. It's like the first little step, just to get on it, and then after that, you're just like, oh, I'm on it, I might as well finish the job. So I'm just gonna get on it. Before I talk myself out of it, let's do 15 minutes, nice and quick. Out of here, because I'm fucking starving. As soon as I got going, I knew it. Everything just felt fine. Like, it's that first little step. Like, I want to do the cardio, don't get me wrong. Like, I want to do the cardio, it is part of the training, but it's the more like at this very point in time, because my training was very fatiguing and then I'm really hungry, the cardio is just like, it feels like a little bit more effort than it should be. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I just got there, sat down, 15 minutes, YouTube video, bosh, banged it out, no problem. Listen to a podcast, absolutely no issues. If you guys wondering what do I listen to, like most of the time I just listen to stuff about training. So like today I was listening to Mike Isabel talk about bulking diet or something, just because I'm really like, obviously I always want to learn something, right? So when it comes to training, there's so many things that I can still learn, and I always try to, like, whenever I have a free minute, whether I'm eating my breakfast, whether I'm eating my dinner, whatever I'm doing, whether I'm doing cardio, I'm listening to someone that knows more than me, so I can learn something new, right? And then that way I can improve, and then that way I can pass it on to you if I know that from my experience it worked, right? And then you might learn something by watching me, and it's just a whole cycle of just positive feedback. But that session was really good, really happy about that. The whole session I just felt really just on point, mate, until the just the tippy end of it, where I just felt really hungry. I'm pretty sure the pre-workout was, you know, proper wearing off. And then the cardio sort of blunting my appetite again, but I'm ready to go eat at home. I don't know what I'm gonna cook yet, but I'm gonna get to the fridge, I'm gonna open it, I'm gonna be like, I wanna eat absolutely everything in sight here. So let's get home, cook up some food. That was a banging session. I'll see you guys in a sec. Yo, just came home, I got a package. I'm pretty sure I know what this is. It's the cereal. Have you guys seen Elite cereal? Like they talk about how tasty and high protein the cereal is. I'll be the judge. I'll be the judge. They sent me out some stuff. So I've got a few bits here. I've got Elite high protein cereal, high fiber, low sugar. Right, let's have a little look. I would have, for breakfast, 100 grams of cereal. That would be 370 calories. You saw that this morning. Per 100 calories here though, per 100 grams, sorry, we're looking at 400 calories, so same thing. 11 grams of fat, quite high. 35 carbs, quite low. 14 grams of fiber, that's extremely high. And 30 grams of protein, which is pretty good. What's this protein coming from? Soy protein isolate. Anything else? No, so it's soy protein, which isn't bad. I'm pretty sure that's a complete protein. We've got chocolate caramel, cinnamon sensation. I've got chocolate triumph. So I've got 3 bags, and I've got 2 of these like ready to go pots. Strawberry Blitz and Vanilla Thriller. Bosh. I also received a little, let's have a little look-see-poo. A little sock. Elite socks. I like their packaging. I think they're, from a business point of view, I think what they've done here, these guys, if you're watching, my God, you're right guys. There's 2 guys, I'm pretty sure. From what I've seen on social media and the marketing, the branding is spot on. I love that. Like what they've done here, these bags, they're just regular Ziploc bags, but they're not, right? They've got this like nice little texture, which adds a little bit of, you know, pizzazz. Like it feels more premium. It does cost a little bit more to have like a matte bag. The whole bag, like it's got a design on the whole bag. So if you take a comparison between these 2, right? These are exactly the same bags. It's the same material. One of them's matte, one of them isn't. I'm not dogging my protein. My protein's amazing, right? What I'm saying is just like the branding is great. Like you look at my protein, it just looks like almost like clinical, simple, get stuff done. No. This is like exciting, right? And it looks high quality, and it probably is really good. I want to just have a little smell because I'm absolutely fucking starving. If I smell this, I'm literally gonna. Oh wait, it smells good, and then it's got this like whiff of like. If you ever guys smell dog food, that sounds like ridiculous. They're like little pellets like this. Let's have a little look. Chocolate Triumph. They're good. They're actually good. Like the flavor hits you. It's chocolate, and then as it fizzles out, it tastes kind of like nutty almost. Right. I want to try the cinnamon sensation because I know, like in terms of low calorie stuff, cinnamon stuff is actually really good usually because cinnamon's just its own little like flavor, right? So let's have a little look. Smell test. It smells strong of cinnamon. Smells strong of cinnamon. That chocolate one is good. Cinnamon one, not the best. But okay, basically the way it is, you can taste that it's a little bit of a high fat cereal. That cinnamon thing, it tastes like Curiously Cinnamon. If you had a dial of Curiously Cinnamon, the Curiously Cinnamon flavor is 10. If you just crank the dial to like 7.5, that's what it tastes like. That's my honest opinion. And then the aftertaste, it's like a little bit like, if you were like to eat a peanut, finish the peanut, and the aftertaste of a peanut, that's what it tastes like on both the cereals, which I'm sure is something to do with the way they're made. Like it's got to be something to do with like the soy protein or whatever. But that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I don't know how much this costs. I'm sure it's extortionate, but that's banging. If you're looking for a cereal, that's like actually like if you're gonna have 100 grams like a normal person, like you're not a kid, right? Per 100 grams, 400 calories, 35 grams of carbs, 15 grams of fiber. That's gonna fill you up, and 30 grams of protein. That's like a breakfast all on its own. I could probably have that 400 calories and just be completely happy for like my training session. That's pretty good. I'm gonna keep this. Probably gonna have some tomorrow, unless I'm just gonna wake up starving and I'll be like, I want some Frosties right now. Or I might have these later on, but that's pretty good. All right, time to cook up some food. I'm gonna make stir fry real quick. See you guys in a sec. All right. Post-workout meal is cooked. It's ready. Let me tell you what I'm having. Number one thing, by the way, in here. Can you hear it? I've got iced tea from Lidl. No calories. Iced tea is banging. It tastes like Lipton iced tea. So good. I completely forgot that I had it in the fridge. Anyways, this is the stir fry. Right, so I've got a whole pack of rice, so it'll be like the same amount as the Uncle Ben's rice. So that's like 400 calories, just below. I've got 200 grams of chicken, which is going to be roughly 200 calories, 50 grams of protein. And then I've got most of that pack of veggies, so it's probably going to be like 70 calories. And then I've got, in terms of seasonings, salt, pepper, garlic powder, cayenne pepper, and MSG. And then soy sauce, obviously, just to put on the thing. But cooked it like for ages, because this broccoli, if it's not cooked properly, I just get mad gassy, but I gotta cook it for a longer time. There's the bite, that's what I'm looking at. The flavors are crazy. The flavors are crazy. This might as well be 1,000 calories. This might as well be 1,200 calories, but it's only 600. If you were gonna make this a bulking stir fry, chicken breast gets subbed out for chicken thighs with skin on. That would give you like 500 calories for the chicken, easy, if not 600. You could cook in a little bit of olive oil, which is gonna be lovely as well. It's gonna taste amazing. 20-30 grams of oil. It's gonna give you a couple hundred calories. So you're looking at like 800 calories already. Pack of rice, 400, 1,200 calories. And you can put some even sweet chili sauce if you really enjoy it. Like sweet chili sauce on top of it gives you 1,300 calories, just like that, easy peasy. Same volume of food. You could even go easier, a little bit easier on the veggies. So you don't get that much volume. Light work, 1,300 calories, down the hatch. Like I would have stir fries before. On my bulk, I just have substitutions. Or even beef, like 20% mince in there. It would taste incredible, by the way. And yeah, just like that, you've got yourself a bulking stir fry. Like you might want to switch it up and just like, you feel like having some Chinese food, like Chinese style food, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be boring. All right, I'm gonna enjoy this. I'm really gonna enjoy this. I'll see you guys in a sec. I feel like I'm like high or something. Not that I ever smoke or anything like that. I can't, my anxiety is too crazy. But wow, tastes so good. All right, in a bit, boys. Wow, fellas, it's been like an hour and a half. I had a few like things to do in terms of like companies, accounts, money, looking through my bank. Oh my God, that is at like so many documents. My brain is literally fried. I just sat there for the last like 2 hours, mouth breathing, adding up, finding documents, sending documents, statements, looking at the amount of money I owe the government. Wow, get out of my head. Oh. Alright, anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave it a like, please subscribe. Please subscribe, because if you don't, then I'm gonna go broke and I'm gonna be out of business and I'm gonna have to go and work in a coal mine for the rest of my life. Alright, love you, much love. See you in the next video. See you tomorrow. Bye.